Good morning, YouTube. Coming live from half live. It's right early in the morning. So, coming live from a small place just outside of St. Petersburg, St. Petersburg, Leningrad Oblast. Turning on. Show you what I'm doing. Good morning, whoever's online, whoever's jumped onto my stream. Say hello in the chat. Here's my dogs. Have a walk first thing in the morning, as I do every day. Coming live from St. Petersburg, just outside St. Petersburg, Leningrad Oblast. Oh, someone sending me lots of hearts. That's nice in the morning. What a lovely thing. Thank you. So, anyway, off for a walk and talk, chat, whatever you want to call it. Oh, thank you for all these hearts. Makes you feel wonderful in the morning, doesn't it? I hope you're having a lovely day wherever you are. Here it's very early. It's only, well, it's just about 10 o'clock in the morning. I don't know what time it is wherever you are in the world. I guess for people in England it would be around about 7 or 8 or something. For people in America it will be early in the morning, won't it? I think very, very early in the morning, something like that. Welcome to my live stream. You see, walking through the forest. Oh, not through the forest. I'm going to walk through the forest today because I can. So walk up behind my neighbour's house and have a look around about up there. Or maybe go down that way. What do you think? Shall I go down to the General's house? Maybe. Have a walk about anyway for a while. Say hello to everybody. If you're in the chat, say hello. So I know who I'm talking to. You can interact. A Brit walking his dog. Yes, a Brit walking his dog. Werewolf. Ediberto. Ciao. Ciao to you. I hope Italy's very nice weather today. If you're in Italy, I guess you are, because you've got the Italian flag and you're saying ciao. I can even read that bit. Does anybody know the song Ciao Bella, Ciao Bella? Have a look at that on YouTube, great tune. Ciao Bella, Ciao Bella. Hello, brother. Toss Boy 220. Hello to you. How are you doing? Horror LE1L. Hello. How are you doing? Lapizuli. What's the biggest shit you've taken? I do not know. Strangest things. Greetings from Washington State, USA. Midnight here. Hello, USA. Yeah, I bet you are. You're very late and we're very early. I know one of our admins on our Telegram chat. She is from. I can't remember where she's from exactly in America, but I think she's from DC. But when she was in America, she's only just come. She's been in and out of Russia for many years. In fact, her husband's Russian, and she's just come to permanently settle in Russia. And when she was still in America, she was still in our chat, obviously. And she would always be awake at night time, and she would chat to fellow Americans at night time, while the rest of us here in Russia were sleeping. Lovely lady. You should go and. Ciao Bella, Ciao Bella. It's not bad, it's a great song. Hello from Canada, 3 a.m. Hello, Canada. Oh, 3 a.m. in the morning. My God, what are you doing up? You must be working at night time or something. Oh, 3 a.m. I don't think I'd be awake at 3 a.m. in the morning. Blimey. Brian Abbott Clark, it's day in Russia. I'm in Colorado. It's 1 a.m. Yes, well, you know, I mean, I say day in Russia. I mean, one part of Russia. Russia's got, I think 9 time zones or something. Maybe even as much as 12 time zones. So, depending which part you're in, depending what time it is, obviously. In St. Petersburg, we're in the European bit, so it's day at the moment. Clark, oh really? How far is the closest supermarket near? Closest supermarket, well, there's a kind of are you in the future? Very good. Thanks very much. So, supermarket, to me, there isn't one that close. There's a small sort of, what do you call it, shop? A sort of shop, a small booth shop type thing that sells most products. There's actually two. They're both okay, but, convenient shops are expensive, aren't they? So, but the nearest actual supermarket is about 3 kilometres away. It's a good stretch of the legs. That's cool, man. No, corner store, sort of shop type thing. Corner shop, kind of, yeah, but they've got them in kind of like a porter cabin. If you can imagine a porter cabin, that kind of way. Kind of pretty common over here. It's not a beautiful song. It's a song about the Italian Civil War. For me, it's a song of cowards and traitors to the homeland. Oh, well, I think it's a nice song anyway. It's a nice tune to it. I mean, got to remember, I don't know what they're saying. It's in Italian. I speak English and Russian. So, but it's a nice tune. Thoughts on Alabama? I've never been to Alabama. Racewiggy. Never been to Alabama, never been to America. But I have lots of American friends. In fact, if you're from America and you want to see an American in Russia who's producing great content on YouTube, that would be American Sputnik. He's called Marcello. I think he's Italian-American, and he's done some great content on YouTube. You should go check out his channel, American Sputnik. For a very American type style of YouTuber. What are some of the strangest rules that Russian has? Do you know? What strangest rules? Strangest rules. Strangest rules would be you must feed your bear vodka every morning. I don't know. Strangest rules. There is none really. I mean, it's quite free. It's quite a different. There's not so many rules, for people. Strange rules. I can think of lots of property rules. So, for instance, if you build a house like this one here, you must be 3 meters away from your neighbours, the border of your land. What else would be strange? I don't know. There's no real strange. I mean, it's basically the standard all over the world, isn't it? I mean, you can't go out shooting people. You can't go out killing people to death. You can't, Is there no ghost there? I don't know. I've never met one. Maybe there is. Maybe at night time. I don't know. Kind of sound like him. Are you fluent in Russian? What's life like that over there? Have you been visited by the KGB? Oh my God, the KGB. Do you think so? Do you think they're hiding in the woods? The KGB disbanded about 35 or 30 something years ago. They don't exist anymore. Now it's the FSB, which is the Federal Security Bureau, or Federalny Sluzhby, something or other. I can't remember. No, they don't. Never bothered me. Not interested. Where are we? What's life like over there? Is that a word? World? Wolf. Is it a wolf? No, he's not. Okay, so he's not a wolf. He is a volkosob, which means in Russian he's part wolf, part dog. So he's bred from 25% wolf and like 75% German Shepherd, we think. But he's caught. So both these dogs are not exactly rescue dogs, but they were. We took them in basically. The one up there, the one that looks like a German Shepherd, he was given to a neighbour and they couldn't look after him, so we took him. And the other one was from another neighbour who sadly died, and now we have him. So every day that damn alarm makes me jump. Every day. Shut up. America has a lot of property rules too. I live in the mountains. One rule is that we can drive on the land owned by the government, but only drive next to the fence. If no fence, then you walk. Okay, don't get that. Do you live in Russia? Yes, in Russia. Said GJ said hi. And also, if you are in Russia, what prompted you to move there? the current state of the UK, mate. Russia is an amazing country. I want to go there one day. You should visit there. You should visit there. Here. You should visit here. Yes, this is Russia. This is St. Petersburg. This is Leningrad Oblast. It's not St. Petersburg, it's outside. It's the suburbs of St. Petersburg. And in the suburbs or regions, they call that Oblast. So the regions of this area are called Leningrad Oblast, or Leningrad region, if you like. Still called Leningrad. What time's it over there? It's just gone 8 in the morning, I think. What part of the UK did you move from? I didn't. Well, it's a funny question. What part of the UK did I move from? From Northern Ireland, in fact. I was born in Sheffield, England, and I went into the army. And quite a lot. Long story short, I ended up in Ireland. I did 12 years in Ireland. I transferred to the Royal Irish Regiment, and then after I left the army, I spent another 2 years in Northern Ireland. And after that, I went to work as a contractor in Afghan and Iraq. And after that, I came to Russia from Afghan, in fact, strangely. So, what time's it over there? It's just got 8 in the morning. What do people think of the war? It's terrible, isn't it? Everybody thinks it's terrible. But unfortunately, it was a necessary evil. That's what I'll say about that. Are you annoyed with the way the UK is going? Is that why you moved? No, it wasn't why I moved. I've been here 15 years, so it was before this recent catastrophe with the immigration. Well, I mean, the immigration began for years on it, but it's been out of control. I don't think there's a single government, whether it be Tories or Labour, none of them's been able to control it. It's just completely bonkers, if you ask me. I'm a convicted felon, so on my record, would Russia still grant me permission to enter the country for vacation? You would have to ask depends what you're convicted for. But there is very tight rules around that. Have they drafted you? Do I look drafted? Who are more resilient, Russians or Yorkshire folk? Oh, Yorkshire folk, and yes, of course. Necessary evil. It's necessary evil, yeah. Is this guy fighting Ukraine right now? Oh, wait, no, I'm not fighting Ukraine. I don't fight anywhere. At home, I'm too old. I say necessary evil, but you could say necessary operation, or I consider war evil. I mean, it's killing people, and I mean, what's not evil about that? Thou shalt not kill and all that. So, but it was necessary. How are the doggos? Doggos are great. Identity theft, that is what I was convicted of. Identity theft, I don't know, mate. You'd have to speak to the consulate where you apply for a visa, and there is, it's a long time since I've done a visa, right? I first did my first visas in 2009. Was it 2009? 2009? Was it that far? Or was it earlier than that? I don't even know. I think it was 2009. No? Was it 2009? I can't remember. It's way back. Somewhere around there anyway. But for that, you'd have to ask. There was a declaration on the visa application form where you had to declare if you had any criminal record. So you'd have to ask them about that. I don't really know. I've never been bother with the law, so it's unlikely. You just stepped on a snake. Do you think so? There's no snakes here. Nobody's seen a snake here. Okay, you understand. Thank you for the information, man. Appreciate that. It's okay. What part of Russian culture would you like What parts of Russian culture would you like the UK to adopt? Would like the UK to adopt? I wouldn't like them to adopt any of it because every culture has its unique things and its unique things. I love culture. I love seeing. In Russia, we've got 140 different ethnicities, or I think 140 something. Somebody probably could tell me if you Google it. There's over 100 anyway. And there's like over 100 different languages spoken in Russia, so each one has their own identity in each culture, and I think it's fantastic how it's a great melting pot of cultures here, and you can go and see all kinds of things. Have you ever been to Wales? Wales? Yes, I've been to Wales. not the type that's swinging in the sea, but my dad's from Wales. From Wales. My dad's from. Hey! Is that necessary? You? My dad's from Treorchy in Wales. So yeah, I guess I'm a bit Welsh, aren't I? Not that one said hi. Hello, hi. Hi here in North Carolina. You said, hello, North Carolina. How are you doing over there? Not that one. Love your dogs. I love my dogs, but I don't like it when he keeps bloody growling at the other dog like he's a maniac. Can I ask why Invader Country was needed? Oh, you'd have to look at the history of it, but it wasn't. It was very much needed. Any hot Russian women? Any Russian available for the lads? Yes, there is. In actual fact, in Russia, it's been like this for many, many years, where the population of men is lower than the population of women in Russia. It's offset, and because of that, it's like, I think it's 4-1 in women's favour, or men's favour. So 1 man for every 4 women, and so therefore it makes it quite easily to find a partner in that kind of way. Have you ever seen or heard a missile overhead from Ukraine or fired from Russia, or heard any bombs drop? No, I have not. Not here. I'm in St. Petersburg, and they have had a go at the airport a couple of times with drones, but it's a long way from here, and they were destroyed like bloody, 100 miles away, long before they got anywhere near here. So, no, I've never heard anything like that. Oh, cool, man. My great-grandparents are from Wales, come to America in World War II. Oh, great. My ancestors come from Lithuania originally, in fact. Well, on my dad's side, from Lithuania. They came from Lithuania and they ended up in Wales. So my dad was born in Wales. So his father was, his grandmother was from Lithuania. But they ended up in Wales. So Lisa Lebaron said hi. Hello. Jasper K, 4 women to everyone. I'm surprised you have the energy to walk the dogs. I'm old. Believe me, if I was a lot younger, there'd be a different story. I wouldn't be walking dogs. What time is it there? It's early in the morning. It's about something past 8 o'clock. Lots of children in Ukraine have heard and seen and felt loads of bombs. Well, yes, and so has lots of you Russian children. And did you know? I mean, I'm not... do we have to go down the political route again? Do we have to? Let's turn around here. Do we have to go down the political route again? Hello, everybody. Did you know that Ukraine did the first airstrike and dropped bombs on the centre of Donbass long before Russia was involved? That was on civilian population, if you didn't know. If you don't believe me, you don't have to believe me. You can go on YouTube, you can look at it, look up for the first airstrike in Ukraine, you'll see it. It was actually videoed. So yes. We know all about that. Love to hear intelligence. In the wrong place to get intelligence from here, Lisa Lebron. What year? I don't know what year. It was way before Russia went in. It was just after Donbass. I could have been around about 2014, somewhere around about there. But you look it up on YouTube, you'll find it. Watching too much state media. Don't watch state media. I don't even have a TV. I don't get any interest active. I watch movies and stuff. On computer. Said it. Why? Sorry if you said it. Why did you move to Russia? Why did I move to Russia? I moved to Russia for love for my wife, and 2 for financial freedom. Is my camera all murky? Is it all murky? I've got my old coat on, but let's see if I can get a rub. How's that? Is that better? For love and for financial stability. Basically, I can live here on a pension that I could not do in the UK. Russia should have never taken any part of Ukraine. Oh, Benjamin, that's just a silliness, isn't it? That's just silliness. Your wife is going to have a zinc box and a bag of potatoes. Do you think so? Robbie, come on. That's a silly thing. It's just slogan throwing, isn't it? I mean, like sticks and stones, So. So of course you do, Rob. You probably in some part of the world have never been. Probably, I bet you couldn't even find Ukraine on the map, could you? You know what I mean? It's just silliness, that, isn't it? Why would you say silly slogans? If you could say something sensible, answer it, but nonsense. Love makes you do things, Lisa Lebra. It does make you do things. You do silly things, and makes your head go silly. What's that old Johnny Cash song? What was it? Oh, what was it? Since time. I can't remember what it's called. I'm not singing it to you. I can't sing it. There's a Johnny Cash song about that anyway. It makes his head go upside down. It does. It's been... Robbie wears a mask in the bath. Really? Are you allowed to hunt there? No, not. Yes, you're allowed to hunt in Russia. There's a big hunting It's quite a national thing, actually, hunting, but not in this part where I am. This is not. It's a forest, but it's a fake forest, if that makes any sense, because these are actually building plots that have not been used, and probably will never be used now. Land's gone back to government, it's in disuse, and turned into forest over the years. So here, you can really chop the trees down, don't you like? There's nobody, it's not conserved. But if you went up that way a kilometre, then it is very much conserved, and there is no hunting or chopping or anything, basically. You can camp and walk in there, but you can't go around and destroy the forest. Sorry. What's that? Benjamin Greeny. I think this guy can't say what he really thinks and has to kneel to Putin's lies. Oh, come on. Of course I can say what I really think. What kind of silliness is that? Are British people generally welcome in Russia? Oh, yes, they are. In actual fact, you'll never find animosity towards foreigners in Russian. It just does not exist, unless you get the odd dick, you know what I mean? But no, generally not. Russia is multicultural and multi-ethnic, and really, as a foreigner, you just blend in. Nobody notices you, to be honest, unless you open your trap. I mean, I was walking. I did a live stream the other day with Aussie Spy. You know, Aussie Spy's from Australia. He's upside down all the time, and we walked right through the town speaking. And I've got a big mouth, right? And we were speaking English in the middle of town, and nobody better than I would, you know, which came as a bit of a shock to me, actually, because I was expecting people to give us the old, the speaking. And only one young girl, she must have been, I don't know, 20, she gives the old, the old sideways look. Somebody speaking English, but that was it. And we went in a cafe, we went around about, and nobody gives a monkeys, to be honest. But in fact, it's something it's the first time I've done it because I've, just started doing live streams on YouTube, and I'd never spoken English in public because my wife doesn't speak English, she speaks Russian. So we speak Russian all the time, we don't use English as such. So it was something of an eye-opener to me that nobody would take any notes. I thought people would, but no. Russia doesn't mean communism. Of course it doesn't. Communism went out over 30 years ago, before a lot of you lovely people were even born, it was out, So, it's a bit silly, isn't it? Come on, you two. You coming for here? Jackie Chan, Archie, come on. Come on then. Come on then, Jackie Chan. Come on then, articulated. Come on then. We're not going back yet, are we? We're not going on yet. Come on. Well, just come out. Come on then. What? You're looking, it's like, oh, but home's that way. Where are we going? We've been up there. Come on then. We've been up there. I know. Come on then. They're like, what's he doing? Where's he going? We've been up there. No, it's time to go home. No, it's not time to go home yet. We're going for walkies. Come on. Yeah. Come on then. That's a good boy. Get it, Palky. Huh? Get it, Palky. Yeah, Palky. What have you got? Die, Palky. Yeah. Grumbly. Oh, you broke it. Yeah. Why is that all called Jackie Chan? Why is it called Jackie Chan? Because it was a joke. My missus likes Jackie Chan, the actor, and she liked the name Jackie, and says, "Oh, Jackie," and kind of that's how it went. And his name's Jackie, but I call him Jackie Chan, Kung Fu dog, aren't you? Like Hong Kong But he's got a bit of a wound on his head where he had to go with a mastiff, and the mastiff put a hole in your head, didn't he? Eh? So he's got cream and stuff on there, antibacterial stuff on there to prevent it. Where 30% people don't even have it in their toilets. Oh, come on, Robbie. I mean, really, Robbie, come on. Are you really that gullible to believe that nonsense? Really? And sure, watch out for Ukrainian soldiers. Why would Ukrainian soldiers be here? Come on. If you're going to spout nonsense, I mean, you just make yourself look an idiot. I mean, nobody in the world thinks that Russia does not have toilets. I mean, it's just complete nonsense, you know what I mean? How are you, Rassia? Hi, bro. How are you, Rassia? I'm very well, thank you. You know, there's going to be no Ukrainian soldiers here. They'll never come down here. Little Ukraine is kicking big Russia ass. Really? Do you think so? Well, we'll see about that, won't we? You're from Russia. I am from Russia. You're Ravens, Starkness, mad. Yeah. Are you a plant? A plant? What? I mean, am I uncircumcised? I don't know. I've been listening for a few minutes, bro. Thanks for sharing a piece of your world. You're welcome, AAK. You're welcome. Nice puddles. Do you think so? Do you know what he likes, puddles, don't you? You know what he likes to do? He likes to get in them and then lay in them. Why, I don't know. Even in winter, like, you know, totally wet, then goes into the house and shakes it everywhere. Hell, Alfonso Milligan said hi. Hello, how are you doing? Jump through the water. I will not jump through the water. Is Russian cuisine similar to English food? Kinda, yeah. It is very similar. There's not a lot of differences. I mean, you know, chicken is chicken, right? You prepare it different ways, but it's still a chicken at the end of the day. Beef is still beef. You know, you're weak. I'm weak because I won't jump through the puddle. Who's going to jump through a bloody puddle? Does your dog respond to Russian or English commands? Both. He got both. He's dual languaged. Strangely. Does your dog? Oh, see, sorry, read that already. My mistake. He's got both languages. He's got English and Russian. Hey, Jackie Chan, eh? I speak to English, but then on the other hand, I say to give me a stick. If I would say, Jackie, get me a stick, he wouldn't understand, get me a stick. But if I say, Jackie, get a palki, Jackie, get a palki, de palki. If I tell him in Russian, he'll go find a stick. De palki. Ah, palki. What you got? So there you go. So some things in English, what you got? So palki in Russian, but what you got in English. So he's dual. How's that? What you got? Why do you have to growl? What you got? Oh, don't bang the legs with it. What you got? So he's dual. He's dual purpose, aren't you? You're dual purpose. Yeah, dual purpose dog, guys. Should we go through the forest? Should we walk through the woods? Jackie Chan? Just any mushrooms popping up. Wow, big stick too. That's a good dog. Ow! But yeah, but dogs like that, don't they? Like they find the biggest stick and then run past you and bash you on the back of the legs with it. For some reason. Russia's strongest country world. Probably. You seem like a lovely bloke, mate, and I'm sad you believe that it was needed for Russia to invade Ukraine. I think you're wrong. Well, Eddie89, I'm afraid I'm not wrong. I'm right. If you followed the conflict, if you followed Maidan, when it first happened, that was the spark that set it off on it. What are you doing, daft dog? If you followed that, you'll see what happened. It was a coup that deposed the legally elected government, and from then on it went completely rat shit, didn't it? Terrible things that happened. And actually, Ukraine bombed Donbass for 8 years before anybody intervened, and Russia said enough is enough, you know. Many of us said, why hasn't Russia gone in before that and stopped it? Because it was, you know, they were just killing people en masse. You know, and the UN stood by and did nothing. I mean, that's, I mean, people always, you know, they moan and they send out they've got their little blue and yellow flat rags, you know, and they said, oh, support Ukraine, support Ukraine. Where were your little blue and yellow flags when Ukraine was bombing Donbass for 8 years? Where were your protests? I wonder. Or is it just that you're following the narrative that your government or your media wants you to follow blindly like a sheep because you don't know anything? You know? It's just, you know what I mean? It's just like foolishness. You know, is it right to bomb beaches? Is it right to bomb a civilian population, cities, and still doing it? But did you know that Ukraine is still bombing Belgorod, which is like it's part of Russia. It's on the border, and they're still bombing it, but bombing civilian things, droning on ambulances. You can go see it. It's all on YouTube. You don't need to believe me. You know, come on, get real. John Stambar said hi. Hello, John Stambar. How are you doing today? Hope you're having a lovely day, wherever you are in the world. Makes my blood boil. Why did Russia take Crimea when it was part of Ukraine? It was an ancient part of Russia. In fact, it's not a war of aggression from Russia, Robbie. It's not. It's not. It was an intervention. See, they'll never take. I mean, if they turned around the narrative and said Russia's intervened in Ukraine, would that be a different story? I mean, a war of aggression was the NATO's war of aggression on Iraq. Was that a war of aggression? Seemed like it to me. Was the invasion and total destruction of Afghanistan a war of aggression? It was. Where are your protests about that? The total destruction of Syria and Libya, where are your protests about that? You don't want to protest the ancient part of Crete. Yes, it was an ancient part. Ukraine is older than Russia. Where did you get that from? It's one of the oldest. It's one of the oldest places, but it's not the oldest place. And in fact, the oldest part of Russia is Novgorod. Ukraine is winning. Look, I'll tell you what. If you continue on, I'll just delete you off because you're just blocking the chat up with rubbish. Russia was a field when Kiev was formed. You know what, Rob? Sorry, but putting time out. You join the timed out club. You know. You see, you have got my sub. I like what I say. You have got my sub. Thank you, Stuart Trainer. Thank you for subbing. You should all sub. Listen to this guy. He's wise. Get subbing. It amazes me to hear someone trying to justify an invasion of a country Russia made sovereign. Dogs are gods. It amazes me. I mean, yeah, it would amaze you, wouldn't it? I mean, because you're following the media and you don't know anything. You know, you're just following blindly what the media says. You're being manipulated by your own governments and your own media. You know. Hello from Cleveland, Ohio. Hello. How you doing over in America? All sides involved lost. It's all bullshit. All humans are supposed to be brothers. Of course, supposed to be brothers. Do you think? Does anybody think that Russia is enjoying this? Do you think that people are enjoying this war? No, nobody's enjoying it. It's absolutely dreadful. I watched Maidan when it first happened, and I was here long before that. I was in Kiev actually. Not too short a time before that happened. I was in Makhachev. We've got friends. I've got family in Ukraine. I've got family in Belarus, and you'll find that's the same with everybody who's in Russia who's got a Russian partner. We've all got family in Ukraine. We've all got family in Belarus. It's a complete disaster. Nobody wanted it, but you know, you had Victoria Nuland giving out cookies to the protests, the rioters at Maidan. I mean, is that not interference? What is it? How long have you lived in Russia? 15 years. Krasivi, Alexander Krasivi. Oh, I can't get out. Krasivi. You every time in Forex Park. Yes, always. It's not a park. It's right by my house. I have a question from California. Where are you? How's the weather? Hope you are well. I have a question from California. Where are you? How's the weather? Hope you're well. All right. Okay. So this is St. Petersburg, just outside St. Petersburg, Leningrad Oblast. And the weather is groggy. It's bah. You look British. I am British, King Olag. No one enjoys war. It's a very unfortunate way to deal with disagreements. It is. It's horrible. Can you get Yorkshire tea? No, I can't get that particular brand, but I can get black tea, obviously. Do you think Russia will nuke Ukraine? No, they will not. It's just no. Nobody's going to throw nukes about. Tetley. I can't get Tetley. No, I've not seen Tetley around. We have something called Princess Nuri and Ahmed tea. There's a whole. I mean, Russia's a real tea drinking place. I mean, you can get tea like everywhere, every kind of variety of green teas and herbal teas and you name it, everything possible. Awesome. Hope your family's well. So do I. We caught up in the Russian propaganda, guys. Eddie89 really. Should be very pleased with that. No, I'm not caught up in Russian propaganda. No. I see the truth because people are reporting the truth. You don't have to believe. Go. I tell you what, if you want to see the truth, stop watching BBC. That's first thing. Switch your TV off and put a brick through it because they just feed you rubbish. Turn off the radio. Get online and look on YouTube for a decent news source, an independent news source. Go look for things like the Duran. Go look for what do you call it? Military Summary Channel. Good channels. They'll give you the truth. Graham Phillips, who was reporting from Donbass as the war unfolded right from the day one. Great guy. Been sanctioned by the British, by the way. Go look at those independent news sources. Stop looking at mass media because they're just feeding you rubbish. They really are. I can't even be bothered to switch on British news. It's just completely full of rubbish. Oh, that and illegal immigrants and protests and whatever. Yeah. It's no coincidence that Zelensky has made over 70 million euros since the war started and has banned all opposition parties while simultaneously refusing to end the war. Yes, and refused to hold elections. What is the most important thing you learned in life? The most important thing you learned in life is to love your family, love your wife, love your partner, your husband, your wife, or whatever it is. Love is the most important thing in life, more important than any money or land or possessions or anything else. It really is. Why did America overthrowing the Democratic government in Ukraine and installing a pro-NATO regime? No idea. They've already got one, haven't they? So you think Ukraine entitled Ukraine land? Oh, God. You think the war is ending soon? Yes, hope so. Danny King's abducted. You mentioned the pension. Do you work too? Do I work? Well, my boss rang me yesterday and said, well, I do what they call PILE foundations, houses on stilts, if you like. My boss rang me and said, will you work? I said, no, don't want to work tomorrow. So I don't want to work. It's coming cold and I really don't want to work. So I'm on a pension. I don't need to work, really. Oh, God, you're gone full belief on Russian lies. No, not Russian. I mean, if I'm believing Russian lies, how many of you people on here know somebody who's been directly affected by this war, who's, from Russia, who's here, or from Ukraine? Do you know anybody? Do you know anybody who's giving you information directly from the war, not through the media, but directly? I do. Nonsense. Yeah, whatever. Why did you dodge? Do you think Russia's entitled to Ukraine land? What makes you think Russia's entitled to Ukraine? Russia snatched a bit back, yes. They snatched Crimea back because the people there voted a referendum. There we go. They had a referendum and they said they wanted to be part of Russia. Same as Donbass, and Lugansk. They had legitimate referendums that the West doesn't recognise for some stupid reason. He's a liar. He was never a British soldier. Jesse James. Why wasn't I a British soldier? Tell me. Go find my profile online. Not how difficult to find. Go find who I associate with. Then you'll know, won't you? If I was never a British soldier. Complete lies. Yes, I was. Yes, I was in Moscow too, and it's been Ukraine lots of times. Yeah, I was in Ukraine a few times as well because it was done under wartime and fear. Guys, this guy's brain is cooked. Really? What do you think about Indian, Russian, China relationship? I think it's brilliant. Why would not want to trade? What do you think about the Ukraine kind of forcefully draft conscripts? And it's been as good guys, but your army is volunteering. Yeah, Ukraine is most certainly mass conscripting poor people off the streets. I mean, they've now given the age to 60-year-olds. They want 60-year-olds to go to the front line. I mean, what the hell is that all about? They're killing everybody. They just won't stop. Well, they won't give in. All they've got to do is put their hands up. Russia should release Crimea as a sovereign state. They can't release it. It's part of the constitution now. And they voted in a referendum to become part of Russia. So there you go. I'm from Ukraine. 3 sisters and my mother live in Moscow, in St. Petersburg. My mother, Russian, but hi, Ukraine. Yeah, a lot of Ukrainians here in Russia at the moment. A lot of people have come to Russia. I have a good friend from Donbass, Eddie Donbass, who came from Donbass here. So yeah, very, very, very common. Everyone has seen what Russia did to Children's Day past. Oh God, why hasn't Russia achieved their goal in Ukraine yet? I can't answer these questions. They're too fast for me. It's just too fast for me. What is one misconception about Russia that gets pushed as propaganda on media outlets? Also for the immature comments of others. It's all right. It's okay. I don't mind the immature comments. Sorry. Good laughing it. I don't mind a bit of a slagging. It's okay. I'm a big boy, big shoulders, you know what I mean? Misconception that Russia is sending soldiers with shovels. That's a lot of old garbage. That's the biggest joke in the world. That we're taking apart washing machines and things to get chips out of. really whatever. What else is the one? A misconception that Russians all have bears and all drink vodka. These are stereotypes, aren't they? There's just too many, isn't there? You know, don't follow court lies. In Russia, you said Russia is probably the most powerful country in the world. Why can't they achieve their goal in the third world country then? Because they are being very carefully not to destroy everything, and not to just kill civilians. I mean, civilians get injured in war. I mean, that's just part of war, and I mean, it happens. You know, it's unfortunate, but it does happen. But Russia is doing its best not to do that, so it's taking a long time to carefully pick through it. It does take time. Where in Russia are you? I'm in Leningrad Oblast. Has the Ukraine war affected the day-to-day living of people in Russia? No, it has not. Not one bit. Nothing. It's affected nothing. I mean, the worst. I think the only effect really is that occasionally the internet switched off if the Ukraine tried to send a drone across. But that's, you know, kind of an hour and that's it. And that's a rarity, to be honest. Doesn't affect people in Central Russia one bit. Nothing. Why are Russian people so broke if Russia is so good? Why are Russian people so broke? Who said Russian people are so broke? The average Russian has got more disposable income than you've got, even if it ain't a lot. Please explain Bakhmut if Russians are avoiding death and destruction. You explain it. The VPN is not. I'm sorry about the VPN. There's no choice in the matter. I was trying to get onto. I was trying to use a streaming service to do these streams. Come on, you. What are you doing? Wait. What have you found? Come on. Come on. What are you digging at? Come on then. I was just trying to use a streaming service from like StreamYard, or there's another one somebody put me onto yesterday where you wouldn't need a VPN, but so far I've not got it to work. But I'm working on it. I will have another go at it today. Picks up the wrong YouTube. I've got my email is on 3 different YouTube channels. I've got this channel. There's my expat info YouTube channel, which is basically immigrants coming to Russia, and we've got a YouTube channel for them, so they can show their content, like pretty things they've seen in Russia. So that's my emails and that. And I've got an electric channel as well on YouTube. Well, that's nothing to do with this. And my emails, and I saw when I tried StreamYard, it puts it onto the wrong channel, so I've yet to figure out how to get around that. When I do that, then I will try and stream without a VPN. Would anyone be able to help my family and I with some food and gas? I'm supposed to start work next week. I will appreciate anything. Apprentice moonwalk. I don't know. You'd have to ask, but it sounds like a scam to me, because I've heard that too many times. I'm not even sure where you are, Don Jackson, but yeah, I don't think so. I explain. Aren't you one defending Russia? Bakhmut was leveled by Russian artillery, multiple master graves with Ukrainians with their hands. And like I explain how this is why. That's complete lies. Complete lies. Mother Russia and she sister, but I Ukraine. I won't help Ukraine. Love Russian not love Russia aggressor. Russia's so messed up right now. Do you think Russia's messed up right now? What's messed up about it? Tell me. Oh God, mammoth of negative comments. Nobody's got anything nice to say today. What do you feel about the foreign students in Russia? There's a lot of foreign students. Yeah, the National Health Service. Russia does have a National Health Service. Yeah, kind of. It's free at point of service, so you can get free healthcare in Russia. Love from Brazil. Hello, Brazil. How you doing? You got a pretty mouth, boy. What's the average income in Russia? Do you live there or visit? I live here. I say, otherwise the police will come knocking. He has. He proud of Putin. Yes, I am proud of him. Police won't come knocking. What do you want me to? I mean. If you want me to tell lies, what's the point of that? You know what I mean? If you want to see lies, just put on your mass media, put on your BBC or your CNN or whatever it is, wherever you're from, and you can get plenty of lies. You don't need me to tell them. I want to tell the truth as I see it. But I'm not a war correspondent. I'm not there. I've never been there. I'm not intending to go there. Not until the war's over. So, you know. Where are we? You're a proud child. You're a proud child killer. Really? How did you meet your wife? How did I meet my wife? That was a long story. How did I met my wife? I met my wife. After the army, I opened a cafe for a very short time, and I had a Bulgarian chef there, and he spoke Russian. And he got me interested in Russian, and I went online looking to practice Russian language and just to practice. Practice. Oh, gotta watch where I am. I don't get lost in the forest. Keep my eye on where I am. I went online and talked to me, and I talked to lots of people, kids, adults, all kinds of stuff, just practicing language. And one person I got talking to, and I spoke to her again and again. I spoke to her a few times while I was there. Then, when I closed the cafe, I went to Iraq and Afghanistan to work as a contractor. And while I was on holiday in Afghan, I decided, I wasn't on holiday there. I just seen a squirrel around there. That's odd. I had holidays 3 weeks, and I thought, well, I didn't want to come back to the UK, so what's the point of going on holiday from there? So I decided to come to Russia and meet this lady who I didn't meet. No intentions of anything untoward, just to meet people, and to practice language. But anyway, I ended up getting married, and there you go. Speak English. I do speak English. It's 8 a.m. in Russia. I love America. Yeah, there's no reason why you shouldn't love America. Why shouldn't you love your home country? I love England, but I just don't want to live there because it's financially not viable. Throughout your wife's life, you generally believe everything you say. Of course, I believe everything. If I didn't say it, I wouldn't say it, would I? Is it mandatory to have a picture of Putin in your house? No, it is not. Don't be so silly. So you live in Russia and support Putin? Yes, why not? Why are you ignoring my question about life in the taiga? Have people documentary was really good. I'm sorry, Eric, I didn't see your question. There's a lot of people type in, and the text goes up so quick I don't get a chance to see it all. I apologise. I didn't know what your question was about the taiga. But there's a documentary, but I think there's a woman living in taiga on her own for 50 years, something called, I think what was she called? Anastasia or something like that. You can look it on YouTube anyway, about some woman living in the forest there. I hope you get conscripted. I hope I don't. Do you think I will? It's unlikely, isn't it, really? Yeah, seems there's no conscription. I'm from Brazil. I love America. Good for you. Where in Yorkshire are you from? From Sheffield, originally. But I lived in Rotherham most of my youth was in Rotherham. But yeah, Sheffield, Rotherham. Do you have a job? Just wondering, what's this life other than YouTube? My life other than YouTube, I've got lots of things to do. My job is putting in pile foundations, but I don't do it a lot because I don't need to. I'm on a pension, I'm fine. I don't need to work, really. If we look at my YouTube channel, if we look at actually some of the content rather than this live stream chatting, I'm building it myself. With my own 2 hands, solo in the forest up there. And you can go and see that on there if you want. See what I'm up to. There's also some work stuff. I did some work videos where I was putting piles in, and there's all kinds of stuff there. Who's the bad guy, Russia or Ukraine? None. Ukraine was overthrown, the government was overthrown, and the poor people are now suffering, aren't they, for it? But you vote for what you get. In England, you voted for Starmer, you've got him. You know what I mean? So it's your own fault. Sympathy, null. Are you educated? Nope, I am not educated. I am not educated. I only high school education. School of life, you might say. That's just an excuse, isn't it? People say, school of hard knocks or school of life. Nah, it's just an excuse. I wasn't educated. Not thick. I just wasn't interested in education at the time. I was more interested in chasing girls. But anyway, I could lie and say I've got an Oxford degree or something, but no, complete lies. I'm not. I guess it's Ukraine's fault for being invaded. Absolutely, it's their fault. So where are you from? From England. So your livelihood source not Russia then. Source not Russia. That's what I thought. But Russia is so great that they are in comments begging for money. I'm not begging for money. There's a link to buymeacoffee.com, but I'm not begging for money. I don't care. Give monkeys. I put it on there because all my... What are you doing in the water down there, eh? Come out of there, you. All my YouTuber colleagues, there's like a community of YouTube say, get yourself, buymeacoffee.com, get on there. So I put it on, but yeah, I'm not really interested in it. I don't need it. Getting monetized on here, not really a thing for me. Don't really care one way or other. But if it is ever monetized, I won't keep it any earnings from this. It will be given away to people who are struggling with money. Ukraine and Russia have always been extremely closely linked. Of course they have. It's the same people. You know. Which part what? Sorry. I am from Manchester. Sorry, Manchester. I'm from Sheffield originally. I'm not too far away from Manchester, is it? We're in the same place. Dobre utro is Irlandia. Oh, sorry, from Ireland. Меня пора на работу. Хорошо вам дня. Хорошо дня to you too. He's a highly skilled Bitcoin seller and a prestigious fashion model. I am a fashion model. You can see I've got my Armani coat on, you know. Do you think Bitcoin dealer? I do a little bit of Bitcoining, but not much. It's only moving money from one place to another. I don't actually do much of that, so no. But anyway, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, get bloody subscribing. After walking around with my dogs in the forest in Russia, risking my life to get eaten by bears, I deserve a subscription, right? Let's boost the old channel up. I know this coat. It's nice. It's an old. My coat is an old coat. It's my old work coat, but it's patched up and all sorts of stuff because it's particularly warm and comfortable when working on piles. Piles are a really dirty job because we put the piles in with the machine and then we cut them off. I've got some videos on the channel, you can go see them. But it's really, really dirty, and really anything that's made out of anything that's synthetic, just we cut the piles off with an angle grinder with a diamond blade on it, and it puts off this really, really hot sparks, and it just eats through anything you're wearing, unless it's kind of special material. So that's why my coat got all burnt up. But it's really comfortable coat for walking the dogs, and there's nobody else here, so nobody can see that I'm wearing it. Look like a tramp. My friend from Sofia, Bulgaria, spoke Russian also. Sofia. That's Bulgaria, yeah. We're still going on about that. Red Knight won't answer the question. Why is that? Why do you support the Russian soldiers shooting drills on there? It almost made it to Kiev. Whatever. Will you lose the Yorkshire tank or get a Northern Yorkshire Russian one? I don't know. I think I'm too old to lose my Yorkshire accent now. But I think it's more or less. It's not as it was because I'm not speaking English here. I'm speaking Russian. My wife doesn't speak English. Locals don't speak. I've got one neighbour who does speak English, but she's a student and actually a translator student, and so I rarely see her. But she speaks English occasionally to me when I see her. Not very often. I think she likes practicing. But the bears there are similar to Kodiak bears. I don't know. Exactly, people. He just showed who he is. Yeah, I would love to have been nice if Putin didn't invade Ukraine. It would have been nice if Ukraine had Maidan and deposed the legal government with a coup, and then you know. So, what are you doing, Doggle? What are you doing? You've had enough, have you, mate? He wants to go. He's had enough. He's sitting there, looking like saying, why aren't we going home? I've been out long enough now. Although looks like a German Shepherd, he's part wolf, and he likes to do things. He does some odd things for a dog. He likes to curl up in front of the fire and keep warm. Strangely, can we get a what? A cheeky dog view. A cheeky dog view. What's a cheeky dog view? Jackie-chan, come here. Jackie, come here. Here's a cheeky dog view. Come on then. Come here, you. Come on, dog. Pet that dog. Can we see the dog? Yeah, here he comes. He's one of them. Come on then. Come and see the dog. Pet the dog. Look, he's got a wound in his forehead. You're a good boy, aren't you? Yeah, you're a good lad, aren't you? You're a good boy. Look at that. You've got a wound in your head, haven't you? Yeah, silly thing. Got fighting with another dog. Are you allowed to be armed in Russia? How would you defend yourself against bears? How would I defend myself against bears? Well, there's no bears here, so I wouldn't defend myself. Can I be armed? You can have guns. There is just the same as any other country. You can have shotguns and whatever, but it's heavily licensed, and you have to jump through hoops backwards to get a license, kind of thing. He's smashing. Very handsome boy. He is a handsome boy, isn't he? He's mixed with Wolf. This guy is disingenuous. The lack of any insurance is striking. Even Putin would feign sadness for Ukraine civilian casualties. This guy is something else. Of course, it's sad. I've said that all morning. I've said it every day on every live stream. I've said it's a sad thing. Nobody likes war. I've said it over and over. Nobody wants this war. Nobody wanted it. You know, we couldn't. I mean, I was in Kiev just shortly before this all happened. Yeah, I think a year before it, and nobody wanted this. No, absolutely nobody in the world wanted it. It was just it's a complete disaster, you know. But what do you do? Does Russia stand by and watch it happen? You know, what is to happen? You know, it's a war. Things happen. Civilians get killed. It's a disaster. I've got a family from Western Ukraine we can't speak to now. You know, it's a terrible thing. My wife's brother's wife, so my wife-in-law, is that be it? No, not my wife-in-law. My wife's brother's wife. What's that? I don't know. Whatever relation it is. Anyway, but she's from Ukraine. You know, do you think it's happy to see that happening? I don't think so. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to see it. It's complete disaster. I'm certainly not happy to see it, but I do realise that the operation was necessary. It's a necessary thing that had to be done. They had to be stopped. I mean, how far would have Ukraine gone with? They've killed the entire population. I mean, their top politician said if they didn't want to be part of Ukraine, they should all be killed. Every one of them, women and children. You know, is that a thing for a politician to say? A sensible politician to say? You know, open your eyes. Go see some independent journalists. Don't look at the BBC and CNN and all the rest of the garbage, because they just pump whatever rubbish they want out to you, and you suck it in like a sheep, like sheeple. Don't put up with it. Go look for independent news sources that are telling the truth. People like Graham Phillips, Patrick Lancaster, another reporter on the lines there. Who else is there? The Duran. Go see the Duran. He's telling it as it is. He's telling you the truth. You know, if you want to see the progress of the war, or the non-progress or lack of progress, or whatever it is, then go see something like Military Summary Channel. Another great channel. These are people telling you the real things. You know. God bless Russia. Thank you. Redacted. I don't know what that redacted is. Akil Garg. Long live USSR. Well, USSR doesn't exist anymore. I'm sorry. Patrick Lancaster, yep. Eric, you've seen Patrick Lancaster, right? Patrick Lancaster, or we call him Panic Lancaster, but yeah, you know, you get the idea. And Graham Phillips, another one, who was doing some great reports. Graham Phillips actually banned off YouTube, and he's now uploaded everything to Rumble. So if you go to Rumble, you'll find Graham Phillips on there. So you'd have to hunt for him. Yeah, so many independent news sources in Russia with their freedom of press and freedoms. There is a freedom of press, and there is freedoms. Most certainly is. Where are you in Russia? I'm just outside of St. Petersburg in Leningrad Oblast. Russia and USA needs to unite. Do you think they're going to build that bridge between Alaska, or is it Alaska, where they're looking about building a tunnel between Russia and USA? They talked about it. I think that might happen, you know. Graham Phillips is, but not Lancaster. Yeah, Graham Phillips is functioning. Lancaster's not. No, he's American. But they are doing some great independent journalism. The Panic Lancaster's kind of difficult to watch sometimes. Not his news is good, but the way he reports is kind of, to me, is kind of it. Can't watch it for long. But he does put out the truth, so that's the main thing in it. That's where my girlfriend's family's originally from. Maybe Russia would stop the war, so I'm going to crimes against you. Oh, come on, redneck. Do you know what? Do you know what? Do you know what? Do you know what? Put user in timeout. You know what? You're going to the gulag. Goodbye. That's enough of that. Hey, what's more beautiful, Russia or Ukraine? Before the way, I've been to Russia. I wonder how was Ukraine. Ukraine was it's just like another Russia. There wasn't a lot of difference, to be honest. I was in Ukraine and I really could not tell the difference between Ukraine and Russia. Press the yell because the yells a lot. I can't watch him for long either. No. Panic Lancaster, they call him. but his journalism is good, isn't it? You know, apart from his style is a bit like that. John Helmer is an Australian journalist, Harvard grad, and has lived in Moscow for like 20 years. Oh, God, I don't know John Helmer. I will look him up though. Now that you've said that, thank you. I don't watch honestly. I don't watch a lot of War Progress because you kind of get immune to it, blasé to it. Should we take a walk up here up my neighbour's bit? I wonder. Let's have a walk up there. Shall I walk up there or shall I go back? A lot of people online. I tell you what I'll do. I'll walk down here. So I'll walk to the Banya. Have you seen the Banya? You haven't seen the Banya. Because you don't care. Do you support what Putin is doing? Yes, I do. How many men being killed every day in the war daily? From Wonder Girl. I do not know. Nobody's given the numbers. Not Ukraine nor Russia, so I don't know. Anybody who says they know, it's just a wild guess usually. Usually pumped out by some foreign media. But nobody actually knows. He runs a website called Dancing with the Bears. Well, dude, that was funny. Gulag. Dancing with the Bears. Do you want to see my bear? I haven't got my bear with me today. I'll bring. I promise. If you're watching if you subscribe now to the channel, right? If you subscribe and you're well behaved on here, then I will show you my bear tomorrow. Okay, I'll bring out my bear. I know he's there drinking vodka at the moment, but I'll bring him out tomorrow. I support him too from Australia. Raylene Cowell. Hello, Raylene Cowell. How you doing? I'm Wonder Girl. How you doing? Hello, cousin. Pathway of Hope. Am I a cousin? Do you know me? Are we related? Maybe. I support Russia. Cine Ake. Well done for you. How do people who ask, do you support what we're doing, not ask the same thing about Zelensky? Because they're brainwashed. That's why. Because they follow the mass media. Because if you're watching the mass media all the time, and I was the same way, right? Before I came to Russia, I thought, massive food queues and no toilets and all that. I believe the same garbage. Then I came here and I was like, whoa, somebody's been lying to me here. And the website Dancing with Bears. I might start a website called Dancing with Bears now. Just for a laugh. Zelensky, he was elected. Why hasn't he had elections? Why is he banned elections? Benjamin, because he won't hold elections, will he? Because you're now timed out as well because you're talking nonsense. Great, you're living your best life you could be related. I live across the pond in the US. My great grandparents came from Austria, Österreich, right? Is that the way you say it? They also didn't talk about how NATO forced Putin to invade. Yeah. Let's think about something else, something nice about it than the war. Russia's not just about the war, There's lots of things you could ask me, I don't know. How many Russian blonde girls have I got in my harem? How many dancing bears have I got? The weather looks nicer there than it does in Sheffield right now. John Smith, I don't know. I don't know what the weather is, but it's kind of grey, isn't it? I'm putting my phone up, and it's showing me. It's not showing the bloody weather, is it? That wasn't the plan. No, they can see it's very, very grey. This down here, so I'll tell you for a little wonder, actually. I don't like talking politics. I don't like talking politics. It's boring, isn't it? Can I at least, what's that? At least define what a woman is in a short, simple sentence. Oh, define what woman is? I have no idea. It's a female, somebody who's born with female genitalia, right? A female can have children, men can't. Unlike what they're saying in the West at the moment. I've heard that now that men can have babies. Is that true? Is that what they've got? Do you hump bears? Nope. Shauno, your taunts, Shauno, are not bad actually. They're not bad. They're not really bad, are they? They're kind of tongue in cheek, and I like that. So that's why you haven't been timed out. If you want to get timed out, crack on. Don't block up the chat if because people do come on here and they do like to talk. And so if you block it up the chat with spam, it's just silly. But yeah, that's kind of funny. Do you hunt bears? I would think seeing Lenin too and beautiful author would be an amazing experience. I've not seen Lenin. Yes, that's something I really want to do. I only talked about that the other day. I want to go to Red Square. I've only been in Moscow, I think twice, maybe once, twice. And it was only passing through the airport when I was flying from one place to another. So that's something I would love to do. Some of the churches here are absolutely gorgeous. Sorry, my mistake. So I went down there and there was no signal down there. So he's been picked up going to White Owl Prison. Don't think so somehow. Not been picked up going to White Owl Prison. I lost the signal because I went too far down into the forest. It's my own fault, my own silliness. So I've come back to the garden. You're back. We lost you for a minute. You did lose me for a minute. Much love from Alameda, California. Hello, California. How you doing? Skinny Skinny Suge. Much love from California. I hope you're having a nice time in California, but it's nicer weather than we've got here today. Shono, Black Dolphin. No, I didn't get murdered or abducted, and the bears didn't get me. Sorry, I'm back. I lost the signal. That's nothing more than that. I mean, I do live in a forested area, and because of that, sometimes there's a signal. Off to White House. Sorry, I'm not. What's that? Could you let us know how does a snowplow situation when it snows? Do you guys have to wait for a plow? What's that like? Do you lose power? Do you have to have a generator? That type of thing. Sometimes power is a cut off. I mean, I live in the forest, so I'll show you this here. I'll show you this here. So, I'll show you this here. Not long. Hold on a minute. So you can imagine that's the power lines there. And they run all the way down there. That's forest. So, like in any place where there's forest and power lines, sometimes the wind will blow a tree over onto power lines and bring them down. And then they can. But I mean, I think one winter it was like over minus 20, or below minus 20, and the power line did come down. One of the trees came down. One of the trees here and came down and put the power, and then it fixed like in 4 hours or something. It was like quick, but yeah, it does come down. If you notice, we've the locals and us have moved most of the trees away from the power lines, but kind of they grow up really quick, and because of that, they do sometimes come down and bring the power lines down. So yes, it does happen occasionally. Definitely going to be snow soon. Yeah, I think so. I think it's not too far away, is it? Dreading the snow. I absolutely detest the snow. I don't like being cold. Do Russians drive American pickup trucks? Yes, there's lots of American pickup trucks here. I don't know what brands, but yeah, there's all kinds of stuff. What brand blue car? What brand blue car? I don't know what that means. Oh, blue car. Oh, that one over there, you mean? That there. Oh, that's an old jiggly. It's not running. It's just, I don't know what it's doing. It's just neighbour's car. It's just sitting there and rotting slowly. Not a lot else. But it's a jiggly ladder. Ladder would be. And then up there, I've got my old work car, which is, I probably showed that before, my old work car. So it's ladder, yeah. What's it called? A jiggly, or one of the variants of the jiggly. That's what it's like, an estate version. So that'd be what they call over a universal. I think you'd call it in America. I think you would call gone. My friend did tell me. Okay, thank you. They're pretty quick, so you guys basically would. So if the mobile, I can't move away from the house. The mobile phone signal has been killed off for some reason. I don't know why. The mobile phone signal is very poor here at the moment, and so I'm having to keep near the house for the Wi-Fi signal. So every time I just watch it there, it cut me off again. So there's something going on with one of the mobile towers. The mobile tower. In actual fact, this forest was at one time was completely without mobile phone signal. It was awful at first, and then gradually it's been put back again. So now we've got a big tower down there, but I think there could be some kind of something going on. These things happen, don't they? In every part of the world, internet gets knocked off and whatever. No big deal. I'm sure it'll be fixed soon. But restricts me to where I can walk, because I don't know. I walk further and farther. I mean, I've walked down to the next part of the forest, nearer to the road. Yeah, you pick up the signal again, but here it seems to be knocked off for whatever reason. So, just one of those things, isn't it? But anyway, so I am going to end this because my dog's about. Archie, where are you going? Archie, come here. What are you doing down there? Morning. Oh, I got cut off again. See, my wife makes me take a horrible tablet in the morning because of that. I'm not allowed to eat anything for an hour. So when I'm doing my walk, when I go back, I can have my cup of tea. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Have a cup of tea. If you haven't subscribed, get subscribing, or the Russian bears will get you and drag you off to the gulag or the whatever prison, something, and whatever you can think of. So have a lovely day wherever you are. Peace to everybody. I hope wherever you are is peaceful. If you've got a wife or a girlfriend or a mum, buy her a flower or something today, or even a little bag of sweeties, because sweeten them up, keep everybody happy. And if you've got a husband, do something nice for him as well, or your brother or your family. Peace to everybody, and I'm out from here.